Hello, my dear Aquarius. Elsie here to give you a reading for the week ahead. We are going to start with the Sacred Destiny cards by Denise Lynn. They are oracle cards. We're going to start with two of these and we're going to go from there. Okay, well, they're popping already. We've got Pleasure and Love. Wow, right out the gate. On the bottom of the deck it says Openness. One of my favorite cards in this deck. All right, so Aquarius, I feel like the pleasure that is coming for you is going to be spent in nature. Yeah, I feel as though, and if it's not spent in nature, I just want you to see the cards because they're just so beautiful. This particular card reminds me of earth energy only because not only is everything green, but there's a deer here. I feel as though you feel connected to the earth, so you might have earth in your chart, but you don't have to, of course. I feel like if you do have earth in your sign, that you see signs of that once in a while. Like an animal will look at you weird or appear in a place that you didn't expect it, or it's, you know, it's like a deer in the road, right? In the middle of a busy street in the city. It's something like that. I'm just looking as reference to the deer. But for a lot of you Aquarius, I feel like you just are going to go through a cycle of learning about yourself, learning what you love instead of taking care of everything that's going on around you. I think the pleasure is going to come from within. I think as you travel these stairs one by one and smell the flowers and, you know, stand in the grass, I feel like that is going to be your pleasure. Yeah. I also feel that well, the green to me represents the heart chakra and the purple is the third eye. So I feel like you are either quite intuitive or sensitive, and you actually feel nature. And as an earth sign, I'm a Taurus sun, I actually do feel nature. It has a vibration for me. Yeah, I feel like you're becoming more in tune with nature, or maybe you're becoming more in tune with you through nature. And then there's love. Because anytime you do what the universe is asking you to do, anytime you just stop making your own decisions and start listening and adding what you know you need in order to maneuver or navigate your life, I feel like the universe knows that you know what you need, but I feel like you get things like pleasure and love to just confirm that you're on the right track, doing the right thing. So I feel like whether you get love in nature, whether you feel loved in nature or by another human, no matter what their relationship is to you, I feel like there is a particular one person or a couple of people, maybe for some of you a small tribe, soul tribe, but I feel like for some of you it's one other person that you could spend forever in nature with. Even for those of you who don't particularly care to be out in nature, I feel like whoever this person is, this love, or whatever it is, the situation or the circumstance, I feel like whenever you're in nature, you could feel like you're in love, or maybe you fell in love in nature, and now nature has the feeling of love. Because on love, there's also flowers, right? And now we've got the crown chakra in the pink, heart chakra in the green, and the blue is there as well. Yeah. So I feel like you love to be in love, and there are certain things that you do in your life that give you the same feeling as you did when you were falling in love. Interesting. All right, so for a long time I hadn't used this deck. It is the Wild Unknown Tarot. That's what we're going to use. And this deck is read in the upright, so I will honor the author by doing that, but I'm going to clarify the heck out of them, okay? All right, here we go. So I just want to say welcome. If you are new, I hope you will stay. And if you are my ride or die, thank you so much for clicking here again. Thank you for trusting in me with your energy. I really do appreciate that from my heart. So I'm going to go ahead and just deal some cards here. And, oh, look at that. Dealt enough that one popped out. The Daughter of Swords. Daughter of Swords. The Daughter is the Page of Swords. Yeah, the Sun is the Sun, I believe, is the one that is the Knight. Yeah, in this deck. Sorry, sometimes I listen. I should tell you when I'm listening for information. Okay, so we have the Daughter of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. So we have you dropping some burdens here. So dropping some burdens, it might be because some information you've come across, something that you've learned that you didn't know before, something that you saw possibly on the internet, you saw someone say it or do it. I feel like this is going to help you balance yourself, maybe even balance your finances here. We've got the Four of Pentacles, and yes, it is all about, you know, holding on super tight to something. It looks like these are all tied up together, right? I feel like somebody is not speaking to you. Somebody is somebody's closed off to you. Yeah, their heart's closed off. I feel like somebody's keeping it all under wraps. I don't know if it's you or the other person. The person maybe that you're in love with. But I feel like, oh, there's a lot of burdens you're dropping here. And I feel like you've been silent about the burdens, Aquarius. Okay. You've been silent about the burdens. Maybe you've been quietly sort of watching other people online. And I feel like you're not telling anyone that you're heavily burdened. And there we go. You're not telling anyone that you're heavily burdened. And I feel like it is a real heavy burden. I feel like, and we've talked about this before, Aquarius, that you're dealing with someone who's toxic. We have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I could be speaking to someone who is a single Aquarius. We have the Daughter of Swords and the Daughter of Cups. This is the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. So I feel as though, yeah, you've learned something that you're keeping under wraps that is helping you drop these burdens, I feel. I feel you've been feeling burdened for a while, but you haven't told anybody about that. The Ten of Wands is when you can drop those burdens and carry on. And what comes after that is the Ace of Wands. And so I feel like you carried these burdens around, these burdens that weren't your own. Maybe you're an empath and you would suck up the energy of others. And, I feel like you felt that they were your burdens, but I don't think that they were yours to carry. But you carried them anyway. And you didn't tell anyone you were carrying. But I believe that there's something that you saw or heard, something you learned, or maybe something you found out verbally. So maybe someone spoke to you and told you this thing, but it caused you to drop your burdens. I feel like part of the burdens were deeply steeped in toxicity here. So if you, maybe you have a daughter. We have two daughters here, right? But it could be sons as well. As we're looking at, masculine and feminine energies here, the devil is connected to Capricorn. But I feel the purpose of it showing up in your reading here is to tell me that that there might be someone, a child, someone who's younger than you. It doesn't have to be your child. You don't even have to be related to them. But someone around you caused a lot of burden for you by being deeply steeped in toxicity and fear and anger. And, this person was hurting themselves. This goat's on fire. This person was hurting themselves by the way they were thinking. It's a mindset. Yeah, it's a place where they're trapped in their mind. They're trapped in this toxicity here. This could be because of an addiction, but doesn't have to be. This could be anything. Yeah, we can get trapped in our minds by anything. But it is a negative energy. And I feel like you've been carrying this burden for someone who's younger than you, who maybe is going in and out of rehab, toxicity, not toxicity. I feel as though you are healing, though. And I think you're healing differently, Aquarius, than you've ever healed before. I feel like you went within, and you stopped communicating with people on the outside. Because I think the Aquarius, it's like, it's like the juggler, right? You can walk and talk and juggle and you can keep moving. You're like like a motorboat. Yeah, you just keep going. Yeah, until you gas out, right? Most of you are just going. If not going physically, going mentally, right? So you're always thinking about something. I feel like you realize that it is time for you to just lay down and rest. And if you don't have that realization yet, know that the body keeps score and you can't run from this. It's going to find you. In fact, I think you know it's coming because we have this lamb here who is lit up in the third eye. I feel like you already know that it's going to catch you. And I think it's time to lay down. I think it's time to slow down a little bit. Not permanently, not always, but this is the time I feel you need to heal. We have the Daughter of Cups, who is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is about an apology to me. It's about children. It's about family. It's about nourishing love and family. It's the beginning, right? It's very small love, but it does have its own depth. It doesn't have the full depth, but it does have its own depth of color, right? It does. And I feel as though there is someone in your life who is very toxic, and this person is the one who's causing you to fall into this go inward kind of energy. Yeah. This one is the big energy that's causing the burdens, causing you to have to stop and heal. It's causing you to pull away from people. It's causing you to go within and not talk to anybody. We have 2 4s. I feel like this reading is about learning to protect yourself from the toxicity. Know when it's enough. Know when to push it away. All right. Well, yeah, could be for someone who's single on the bottom. Where are we going now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's clarify a little bit here for you. Aquarius. It's a little bit intense, I think. It feels like a lingering problem is what it feels like. It feels like either you've been a friend of someone who's super toxic and they try and drag you into their toxicity, or this is a child, maybe a daughter. This is a child, someone you love like a child, someone who feels like your own child. At times, I feel like maybe you've come upon some information that you don't like. Yeah. I think this whole thing, if it is a friendship, a relationship, or something shipped to you, I feel like it's getting old. You're over it. 10 of Wands tells me you're ready to put down the burdens and somebody's going to get some bad news about you not wanting to hang out anymore. Or just not wanting to be at home, or you're going to start making excuses about why you don't want to be with them. Yeah, that's burdens to carry in itself, right? Okay, so we have the Daughter of Swords. It's communication. So somebody brings you some information that makes you be wary of whomever this represents to you, whatever situation this is, whatever situation or relationship that is to you. I feel like you come upon some information either online or by phone, by text, and I feel as though the information makes you want to just back right off on this friendship, relationship, whatever kind of ship it is. Now, there is love involved. We know that. And we also have Earth energy here. We have Capricorn, who is Earth energy. And it could also, if we're talking about Earth energy, be Virgo or Taurus. Okay. For some of you, that will be true, and some of you, it won't be. So let's take a look at the 10 of Wands. Some harsh words are spoken. I feel like somebody speaks up. I think it's you, Aquarius. I think you get out your big sword, put your hand, stay back. Yeah. I feel like you have some sharp words for someone at the end of this cycle. As you unburden yourself, you don't only unburden the energy, the physicality of feeling that energy, that's dark energy, right? And I feel as though you end up speaking up. Yeah, it's time for you to be heard, and you will be heard when... And, you know, the thing is that Aquarius needs to be heard. just as a rule. But I feel as though the energy behind the Queen of Swords is someone who's newly found their voice, right? They're a divorcee. They're now going to speak for themselves. And they speak for themselves by saying, I'm out. I can't do this with you anymore. And that's the sort of energy here. So I feel like it's something you had been holding on to very tightly, whether it was a friendship or something, but you love this person no matter what their relation is to you. You have genuine love for them. You wish that things could be this calm and collected and lovely, but I don't think that that's the way it can be for them because this is the energy they're in. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is here. So I feel as though you work to get away from this. Yeah. I feel as though if you do know someone here who is an earth sign, yeah, I feel like these two feminines are facing off. That's what it feels like, Aquarius. I feel like you're in the energy of the Queen of Swords, and I feel like you might be facing off with a Capricorn. Yeah. Or Taurus or Virgo. We're in a general reading, right? But it's just not coincidence that the Capricorn is cornering the Capricorn here. Tell me about this. Tell me about the Devil, please. What is this? I feel like you feel stuck to this relationship or whatever it is. Marriage, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it feels like best friends, so that could be anything because you could be married to your best friend, right? It feels like that. Someone who knows you really well, someone you know really well, or have known for a while. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you feel that this person is planting seeds of contention. Yeah. So this person, masculine or feminine, take it where it resonates for you. This person is planting contentious seeds with others. That means this person's talking behind your back, and that is toxic. So this person, I feel, is planting seeds with people that you know, saying things about you, making them feel some sort of way about you. And I feel as though this has been going on for a while. Something that you didn't know was going on. Maybe that's what you found out. Could be. Or it could be what you find out. Yep, there we go. Indecision. So you find out the information, and I feel like you immediately go into healing. You need to think about this, figure out how you feel about it. And I feel that the information that comes to light is someone is talking badly about you, causing other people to feel some sort of way, like combative against you. But I also feel that you've been feeling indecision about this relationship for a long time, and you've known that you needed to get up in your Queen of Swords energy and just say, look, back off. It's toxic. You're toxic. And you've been toxic for a long time. I've been waiting for this moment. It feels like two feminines facing off here. Yeah. Then this person, the toxic person, tries to get you to stay because they understand you have a love for them. You love them like a sister or a brother or a child, a son or daughter, a partner. You have that kind of love for them, and they test you. Yeah. I feel like this person, even though they're facing off with you, they don't tell other people that you came at them as the Queen of Swords. I feel like they really, ultimately, what this person wants is they want you to stay. This person is balanced in their financial energy or in energy in general, because, I mean, energy is energy. Sometimes it pours out as pentacles and sometimes it pours out as other blessings. But this person, I feel, is, she's the multitasking queen. She's balanced, but she just has this thing about gossip. I feel it. I feel like it could be toxic energy. Yeah. I feel like this person is really lonely and wants you to stay. They know that eventually they're going to be able to pull you back into this cycle because you love them. So take that for what it's worth. It could be for someone who's single. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's go into some oracles. Aquarius. we are getting a little short on time, so I'm going to go through the oracles with you, and then I'm going to go into the extended. And in the extended, I'm going to clarify all of these oracles. We're also going to get into some Island Time wellness cards, find out what energies are here, if they are love or if they are friendly, and yeah, that'll determine whether or not we go into the romance angels, but we will definitely end with Gaia. Okay. If you know what that is, it is a deck. It's lovely. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Evaluation. So the information that is brought to light causes you to evaluate why you are where you are. It says, Fido, it doesn't serve you. Reevaluate the situation. I feel like the information that you're not telling anybody that you've come to know about this queen, I feel that you are reevaluating the situation silently, like the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. You're not going to take a step away just yet because you do love this person. Maybe you're going to find out if the information you have is true or not. Self-awareness. The thing is about self-awareness, and what I was thinking just when I clarified with the Seven of Pentacles, I was thinking that, you know, looking at this, if this person is planting seeds of contention, like if they're contentious, their intention is to be contentious, and I feel like someone is planting seeds for a reason, because they're trying to, usually that's a toxic trait where you're trying to slowly get the people around you to feel the same way you feel. It's a control tactic, and that's also devil energy. But the self-awareness is, remember, you are exactly like the first 5 people that you hang out with on a regular basis. Please look at your circle. Who is that? It says tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. Why does this keep happening over and over again? Is this the first time that's happened? I don't know. Is it? You tell me. But why does this keep happening over and over again? I think you're starting to see the pattern. We have divine counterpart. So for some of you, this is going to be someone you're in love with, that this keeps happening with. So we have 2 feminines here. So this is someone you're likely seeing as a soulmate, a divine connection sent to you from angels. This toxic person, yeah. And then we have fear, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. Yeah, that's what that is. That's gossip, that's indecision, that's arguing with yourself about how you feel because you feel like you should feel like other people feel, but you're not allowing yourself your own feelings. And until you allow yourself to feel whatever way you want to feel, Aquarius, you can't get out of that indecision. You can't make the decision to stay or go because you're going to be ruled by this person that you have love for, right? So I think you're expecting the worst. I think as you're trying to heal, you're hearing these things go on around you. We have expansion, pursue bigger and greater endeavors. So I feel like you're going to go. I feel like you do love this person. And please know that it doesn't say anything about your character if you end up going, because you are supposed to be first on your list. It is about you. It's about your healing. It's about letting others do things that, you know, when you allow it, you allow it. Yeah, every time you get hurt, you allow it. We have dedication. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success, it says. So I feel if you stand strong in the look, I love you, but I can't do this with you anymore. I'm not doing this with you anymore. It's toxic. You keep planting seeds, things that I didn't say, things that I didn't do. I'm hearing it. Yeah. And then you take a leap of faith. You know what I think the leap of faith is? I think it's right here. I think that you're going to start to take better care of yourself. And I think that this is spiritual care. Yeah, because we have the devil right next door. So I feel like, for some of you, you could be living next door to the devil quite literally. Yeah, there could be someone who's super toxic who lives close to you or next to you. Or maybe is your roommate. Someone who lives in your house. Someone you have love for, love of a page. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go into the extended. If you'd like to follow me there is a link down below. It is the first link. Look for the yellow dot. And I will go ahead and clarify all of these here, where I'm going to pull out some kippers because I want to know what the situation is here. How did this situation come to be like this? And what else we're looking at as these two feminines, I feel, face off. One that wants to be unburdened and one that wants to keep everything under the rug and quiet so they can keep control with toxicity. Yeah. Very interesting, Aries, or I'm sorry, Aquarius. A very interesting read, Aquarius. If you're interested and this sounds like your story, their link is below. Love you guys. Thanks for coming here and watching. And even if I don't hear from you, even if you don't go to the extended, I will come back and keep reading because that's who I am. And I love you. And I'm out. Bye-bye.